Hello everyone, Amanda here, and today I have something a little different planned. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to visit, well, for those who don't know, I live in Pennsylvania, Appalachia, however you want to pronounce it, and also it's like a coal mining region. Like actually the mountains behind me filled with coal. They're kind of, you can't see right now, but sometimes they usually do like a mountain stripping that happens there, and it kind of ruins the mountain. Anyway, they have like a reclaimed site in my town here, and I'm going to go there, and I got a bunch of seeds that I'm actually just gonna sprinkle around there. It's more of like a wild area, you know, but it's really cool, so I'll give you more information there, but first let's pick out some seeds. Oh gosh, okay, this is my shame. So I'm going to pick out stuff that is like, you know, black-eyed Susans, very hardy, so yeah, I'm gonna put that over here. Yeah, I actually have like 45 more days until my average first frost. So I'm not going to be planting annuals, obviously, but I'm just going to go through, see, echinaceas too. These are native. So black-eyed Susans, echinaceas, columbine. That's another one I'm going to plant. So, okay, I got violas I'll throw in there. Nice. These Canterbury bells in too. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, and some Johnny jump ups. Bag over here. It's separate from everything. I probably wanted to. Oh yeah, I wanted to plant these moonflowers to go over my retaining wall, and that did not happen. Okay, this anise hyssop. Amazing stuff. Drought tolerant as well. Alright, throw some chamomile in there. I think I got those at the lavender farm. Alright, so this is what I'm going to be taking with me. I have black-eyed Susans, purple coneflower. I have two different types of columbine, the William Guinness and the Blue Star. The William has like a more maroon color, and this one is more, the Blue Star is obviously more blue. And then I have a Canterbury bells mix. I have 2 packets of those. I have chamomile and anise hyssop. That's really great. I'm really excited. I hope this, I'm pretty sure this will really take off. And then also I have some violas and pansies in here, which is nice because there's going to be some spring and then also some heat-loving perennials as well. And the annuals that I have, like, they'll just end up self-seeding themselves everywhere. So, alright, let's go to the location and I'll give you a little educational tour about that and check it out. It's been like almost 2 years since I've been there, so for me it's been a while as well. So I am here at the location, and I'm so glad I decided to do this video because I've been wanting, because I have these seeds and it's like, you know, I just kind of want to get them, disperse them into the ground. And again, like I said, I live in coal country. A lot of these mines are abandoned. The land is kind of ruined to different degrees depending on the location. But I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna like spread some seeds around. They're cheap enough, right? Wildlife would appreciate it. I would appreciate it too, you know, if I come up here again and I can see some of the flowers like next year in bloom. That would be pretty amazing. I'd be like, I did that. So all right, let's get to the educational part, shall we? Here would be a great area for a bench. Ooh, neat. that a beautiful scene? You see all that? You see how blue that is? This is the area. See, like, lots of great opportunities for meadows. We have some grasses in here. Beautiful. I'm gonna look at more of these in the shade when they're not so blown out. Different types, and we also have some goldenrod around here as well, and a bunch of different things. So I'm really excited to take a look at it more. But here is the reservoir. And there's going to be different views, much larger views. There's actually behind this bank, there's another area, and then there's also another area that I think the locals call it like a, not the blue ocean. I don't know, it's something. But it's interesting the way that water can react with, the way that that area specifically deals with how water reacts with metals. And I'll show you the consequences of that. But yeah, it would be nice if they had like a bench or something. Yeah, we're gonna walk all the way around this, okay? And there are some like little posts about that will help us educate us a little bit more. This is the Silver Creek Mine Tunnel Discharge Project. So the town that's kind of above me, I'm in the valley. I live in a town between two mountains, and the town above me is called Silver Creek. So it's actually just like really a handful of homes. It's an old coal mining town. But anyway, here's some more information. This is the before picture, so just focus on this really. This is like, we're kind of like right in this area, okay? This is after. So they did a lot of digging. We're kind of like in this area here. But yeah, we're gonna walk all around this and then back down, make a big circle. So the Silver Creek Mine Tunnel Discharge Project was constructed to treat the abandoned mine drainage, AMD, abandoned mine drainage, that flows from an old underground mine workings of the Silver Creek Mine Tunnel. So again, we're dealing with abandoned mine drainage. There's no responsibility really. These people, like, they just, no consequences for the coal barons, if you will, of polluting the land and the waters around it. The important thing right here is the Silver Creek Mine Tunnel, the residue of the metals pollute the Silver Creek. Okay, yes, I know the Silver Creek is the same name as the town, but Silver Creek flows into the Schuylkill River. You may know, many of you may know that if you have been watching my channel, I go down to this little league that's in my town, and that is the beginnings of the Schuylkill River, which empties out into Philadelphia. And yeah, when you see this like little river in my town called New Philadelphia, and it empties into Philadelphia, the city, it's like, it's huge, it's massive. I mean, like, the universities broke through in it and everything. So but anyway, the pollution was going down into the Philadelphia area, and really it was people in the Philadelphia region, and also here too, that really pushed to clean up the waters. Science behind it, it's just like 2 sentences really, that's important. The treatment system consists of intake piping with a control valve, a score pond with limestone lining to increase pH and distribute flow. And overflow weirs, I'm assuming, to add oxygen to the water, which aids in changing the dissolved metals into metallic rich particles, which can be settled. Aeration pond, a settling pond, wetland sail, and a variable level pond. I wish I would have labeled that. The project has reduced abandoned mine drainage, pollutant loadings from the Silver Creek discharge to Silver Creek and the main branch of the Schuylkill River. We'll pause that in case anybody, well, you guys can pause that in case you guys want to, you know, read up a little bit more on that. Actually, what I'll do is I'll look online and see if I can get a better map of the area and which pond is which, unless some of the plaques around here will actually have that labeled. I'm gonna try my best. I do want this to be semi-educational for myself and for you guys too. But anyway, I got my seed packets, so that was one of the main reasons to come out here. So we're gonna look at some of the stuff that they already have here and add to it by putting some seeds down. The sound of the water is so peaceful, but look how orange this is. We're gonna cross over this little bridge to go on the pathway in a second. Look how orange the water is. Woo! Almost fell. So I just want to be clear. I hope you guys can hear over the noise, but you cannot fish in this area. There's nothing living in it. Just look how orange that is. Here would be perfect for a bench. You hear the water and get this nice view. Over the bridge we go. And just over the bridge here we have some Dara, beautiful Dara. I love that flower. It's so lacy and so, I mean, even when it's like curled up in little buds like this, it's so beautiful. I saw some birches on the other side. So, yeah, but I mean, look at this. Like this just screams meadow and flowers. So I think this would be a good area to kind of dump some flowers. And look, it just goes all the way down that path. It already has goldenrod in it and some grasses. I think this is the blue stem grass. Look at this. Look at this. The coloring on it. With the maroons and the blues. Oh, I think that, yeah, I believe that is a native grass. Look at that. Nice. But yeah, this area here just screams meadow. So I'm gonna help it along. Oh my gosh, guys, this is gonna be so fun. Can't wait to try it. So I'm just gonna put like, let's see here. I'm gonna look at the sizes. Okay, so this is like 2 to 3 feet, 2 to 3 feet, echinaceas. This is gonna be the taller ones. The columbines here, 2 feet. So I'm just trying to put them kind of in some type of an order. 42 inches tall, that's a big one. And the chamomile is It doesn't really say, but I'm thinking it's going to be around the height of like the Susans and stuff like that. And these guys are going to be up front. So I have pretty much the tallest to the shortest. So I'm going to start with these two, and I'm going to toss them in the back. Alright, and I just want to clarify that these seeds that I have, they don't need to be buried. So they're, you know, self-seeding. They just kind of, you know, at the fall they drop their seeds and they start to germinate, and next spring you get new flowers. So I just wanted to clarify that these flowers are specifically just to lay on top of soil. They need to make contact with soil. This area is actually pretty rocky, but I am looking around for like areas that have like some decomposed organic material or soil. So I got this, next up is this anise, and I have like 200 seeds of it, and that's gonna be great. So that's gonna get me a lot farther than the echinacea seeds did. You can use this for making a tea as well. The seeds are so tiny, my goodness. All right, well, I'm gonna take you guys along with me while we do the anise hyssop seeds. Wow, this is so beautiful though. Yeah, if you can see, it's like really rocky here, but there are some areas like, you know, decomposing materials that will turn into soil over time. So I'm just trying to find some decent spot where the seeds, one, they'll need sunlight, but also, yeah, like this area over here, I mean, it's rocky, but you see, actually, let me just put some seeds in here. Lovely, lovely. And just to let you guys know that fall is definitely okay to be planting seeds. Just gonna loosen up the soil a little bit. Why do I do these in flip-flops? Why do I do these in flip-flops? Owie. I don't, this packet probably cost me like $2 at the most. So in my eyes, it's like, if I only get one flower out of this, it's still a win. It's still a bargain. I will definitely get more than one, but you get the picture. Other ones were in the back, the echinacea and the hyssop. So now these are kind of like more that can be in the middle. Yeah, so we'll do that. Ooh, black-eyed Susans. Let's see, actually, I'll do some of this black-eyed Susans in here and these Canterbury bells. We'll see what happens. And the Johnny Jump Ups, violas. And I'm pretty much just going to be planting them on the edges of this pathway here. I think that's gonna look so cool. Well, the columbine seeds kind of suck. There was probably maybe only like 10, 15 in a packet. So, but I actually have columbine that's growing wild in my yard, so I could always just get the seeds from that, and actually I should be harvesting that anyway. So here we have some Johnny Jump Ups and violas. And again, you do want to make sure that your seeds are making contact with soil. Yeah, it's really rocky in here, but yeah, I think just because of these two trees being right here, this probably actually gets a little bit of shade. So I think I'm just gonna step on everything just to kind of make sure it's contacted with soil. But I think we'll be okay there. I actually still have some of these Johnny Jump Ups, chamomile, and the Canterbury bells. So we shall walk on. Isn't that a beautiful scene? I mean, you know, it's kind of wastewater, but... And actually, I was also thinking that I actually have like black-eyed Susans, the columbines and whatnot that I can harvest seed from. And well, I could harvest the seed from the columbine now, but anyway, I could just come up here when I have some seeds and just toss them around and see what happens the following year. I mean, stuff will be coming up. You can guarantee it will be. So it's just exciting to kind of do, and the anticipation behind it. So I think this is gonna be like, this is really exposed via the sun in here. So I actually think the chamomile would love it here. So I'm gonna open the packet and dazzle it around. Sprinkle it around, I meant. Dazzle it around, whatever. Some nice pines there, and the bluegrass. Ooh, that's pretty. See, now I don't know, like they did this whole renovation thing, like they did the whole renovation for the water. I wonder how much attention was actually paid to the land. Like, were any of these deliberately planted here, these, like, you know, native grasses and whatnot? It's just like, I don't know. Hopefully there's a post about it. So just an FYI, I'm using the HudsonValleySeed.com. I never tried any of their seeds. I actually got this from a lavender store, a lavender farm in my area. That's where the anise came from, and also this chamomile that I will be planting. You see how tiny these chamomile seeds are? They are so tiny. What plant is that? I've never seen that before. I gotta Google it. Anybody know what kind it is? There's a little, they're kind of like scattered in here. Interesting. So here's some spot with like some decaying material on it. So I'm just gonna drop a few in there. Make sure it's making contact. Just step on it a little bit. Geez, these are like so tiny. And I am out in the middle of nowhere. I am in the mountains, so it's always fun. I know there are some birches planted along the bank here. Now again, I don't know if that's purposely done or was purposely done or not. Some maples, sumacs that I just despise. Ooh, I see a plaque. Beautiful grasses. Love it. Alright, I see something with like ducks and wildlife on it. So let's see. Wetland cell and variable level ponds. The wetland cell receives the water flowing from the settling pond. The wetland cell area consists of topsoil and mushroom compost bedding to promote growth of wetland plants in the cell. The pond is over an acre with 1 foot average depth. Which is that, I'm assuming? Okay. And I believe that is what we are looking at right there, because I could kind of see like the bottom, more or less. Oh. Okay, and the variable level ponds. The final pond was designed with the variable level control structure that receives the waters flowing from the settling pond. This structure allows the pond water surface to be raised or lowered depending on the performance of the system. At low levels, the final pond acts as a wetland cell, allowing plants to grow. If a deeper settling volume would provide a greater benefit, boards can be added to the outlet to raise the water surface. This provides a system of treatment options. All treated water essentially re-enters Silver Creek. This pond has 2.4 acre footprint. Cattails help introduce oxygen to water being treated, causing iron and other metals to precipitate or fall out of the water faster. These wetlands use natural processes without the addition of chemicals or use of mechanical filtration. So the cattails is what this is right here. And what is right there in this picture? And what is a sea of being right here? So let's walk a little closer. Yeah, these are the cattails. They look like the hot dog grass. And then when they're out of bloom, they look like roasted marshmallows on a stick. That's a good description of it. All right, let's just go up here a little more. Why, oh why did I wear inappropriate stuff? Because that's what I do. Oh wow. Yeah, this would be another great area for a bench. I mean, you could take your car up around here. I just wanted to go for a walk. Enjoy my walks. So it's been a while since I was like able to get out and just enjoy nature, and it's really nice to do so here. See the water flowing down that hill? Interesting. A good thing so far is I have not seen the Japanese knotweed. It is super aggressive, invasive, and it just crowds out everything. We could see it along the highways where I live. It's just like, it's just a wall of Japanese knotweed, and I'm really glad I don't see it here, at least not yet. What was that? I think it was a little frog. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you, frog. What is this plant here? Help me identify it. It seems to be everywhere. It would be helpful if I could focus on it. There we go. Yeah, it seems to kind of be everywhere. I actually hear people with their four-wheelers. Like, people go four-wheeling in the back here. I never did that, but you know, it's a thing. People do it around here. Ooh, I see some mushrooms next to this sign here. Fun. Okay, the aeration and the settling pond, excuse me. Aeration pond has been designed with clay barriers and a limestone spillway where the pond overflows. A concrete curb was installed to make the system more efficient. The pond has 1.4 acre footprint and 11-foot average depth. The settling pond. Oh, you know what? I think that's, okay, so that's the aeration pond. and I think that's what's, let me raise my camera. I believe that makes sense to be right over there. Alright, the settling pond has been designed to receive the waters flowing from the aeration pond. The large depth of the pond promotes the settling of iron precipitation after the limestone contact time in order to raise alkalinity and aeration to help iron settle out. The pond has 1.9 acre footprint and 11-foot depth. And look, there is a grass. Now, if my seeds don't grow, there's something wrong, okay? There's literally a grass growing right here out of this. It must be like some decayed wood or something. Limestone spillways throughout the system promote aeration, uptake of metals, and acid by the limestone. That's the settling pond over there, I'm assuming. Cool. Alright, so I was walking along this pathway here. The cameras are going to do it justice because I gotta zoom in. But do you see the wild, like, Rebeckias, the yellow in there? There's also a verbena, that tall purple plant. Ooh, that's fun. And the cattail grasses. The camera is not doing it justice. Yeah, here's another little section. Oh, that's so pretty. I will go in there more, but like there's tons of grass and I'm really not in the proper footwear. I don't know if that's more wet down there either. But I see a sign up ahead. Mine discharge and scour pool. Alright, we're kind of like at the very tip of the pond, if you will. Yeah, right over here, you could kind of see a hue of it. This blue in here, that is actually caused by aluminum. The discharge in the mine runoff and whatnot. That actually causes that blue color. So you might be tempted to be like, oh, that looks so nice and clean, like an ocean. No. Don't go swimming in it. I mean, nothing's living in here. Those like two patches, those brown patches on that mountain right there, that's what I was referring to as mountain stripping. It's much more noticeable in the wintertime. So the mine discharge and scour pool. So that is where the blue is, essentially. The Silver Creek mine discharge contains polluted water from the Silver Creek mine tunnels. The discharge is high in metals including iron, magnesium, and aluminum, and is acidic with the pH range from 5.5 to 6.6. Water from the discharge eventually enters Silver Creek, which flows into the Schuylkill River. Schuylkill Headwaters Association installed a passive treatment system in 2011 to treat the discharge. Okay. Yeah, so we're essentially like right here at the very top. Yeah. So it really says the ponds in front of you are much more than mere depressions filled with water. The ponds use natural minerals, including aquatic plants and limestone bedrock to filter the discharge from the abandoned mines. Limestone naturally reduces the acidity. Aquatic plants help filter and separate out the iron and aluminum. The passive treatment system consists of a scour pool, followed by a aeration pond, a settling pond, a wetland cell, and a variable cell pond, where final precipitation and settling of metallic-rich particles occur. The scour pool, the small pool in front of you, acts as a leveling area for water entering the treatment area. The bottom of the scour pool is lined with limestone to enhance removal of metals from the water in the treatment system. Walk around here. It's getting dark, but still lovely. Rods in bloom. So beautiful. All right, and in the field of grass. Yeah, I totally did not dress appropriately. All right, some more information. What is abandoned mine drainage? Oh, it's just like more information about. I will pause this in case anybody wants to read it. It's just more information about how abandoned mine drainage occurs and the environmental impacts of it. And I believe what is back there is what people would call the Little Blue Ocean, I believe. There is an information plaque that I need to get to. And what kind of a flower are you? Pretty. As to why this has not been mowed or like a path to it. Oh, here we go, here we go. I should come up here and actually grab some seed heads and make some floral bouquets. Here I come. Oh. Yeah, come on. Okay. Okay, here we go. Oh, it's just more information about Schuylkill County anthracite mining. Again, pause it if you want to read more about it. Ah, and back there is what yeah, this is like the blue, small blue ocean, I think the locals call it. I'll actually have to verify that with Tommy. But, oh my, did not dress right. Not dress right for this at all. You see all that? You see how blue that is? So if you can see, maybe I'll zoom in a little bit, but nothing that is touching, or anything that is touching the water. In the back there, look at the coloring. It's dead, okay? There looks like it's a birch tree right there that would come down. That birch tree is dead. Yeah, so I definitely have to come up here again, more properly dressed, like not in flip-flops. Leave it to me to do something like that, right? Again, it was just on a whim. Not sure what's going on, but there's no path over there, but there's information plaques. So let me see if I could, is there a way over there? I feel like, yeah, there has to be other people that wanted to do stuff too. And they really just couldn't get over. Well, that is a bummer for me. I will check it out another day though, and I will do another video if that happens. But I do know that when I first came in, there was another way to, like, we'll go the opposite direction that I came in. So I'm gonna actually go down there and hitch a right instead of a left when I came in, and that will actually bring us to some more information plaques and different views and stuff. This is it. Wow. I'm walking back. I'm going to tell you about this documentary that I saw. It did take place in Appalachia. It did take place in Appalachia. However, not in Pennsylvania. I forget what state it was, but it was not in Pennsylvania. Anyway, so there's a whole bunch of like grants out there, or loans, I want to say, like to buy land and repurpose it that was previously mined, right? Because it really doesn't have any resource value left, you know, because it's all mined. Anyway, what this lady did is she started a lavender growing business, and she ended up employing some ex-miners. Now there's a huge pay difference, but anyway, she did that. It would be kind of neat to do that here, because this area, like how I keep saying to you guys, oh, it's really rocky here and blah blah blah. Lavender would love that. They would thrive in these types of conditions. So I mean, I didn't bring any lavender seeds with me, but that's something else to kind of throw in. It's not native. I kind of wanted to stick to like more natives, but we'll see what happens. So I'm actually near my car, and there was a sign, kind of, yeah, like right there, in the entrance. Now that's the opposite direction that I took coming in. So it's not, I can't really go back there. I'm not wearing the proper footwear. It's not even mowed, so I don't know. But I will be coming back to do another video, so if you want to see more, hit subscribe, and thank you for tuning in. Bye!